Hello guys, welcome to our channel RK Data Labs, and we are going to continue our AWS Free Cloud series, and we are into day number 4 of our series. Today we are going to cover one most important topic in AWS. We call them as step functions. So what is step functions? How to create state machines, workflows, states, and what is known as ASL. We call them as Amazon State Language. Where can we use the step functions use cases in IT industry predominantly? So we are going to cover a couple of things before going into the deep dive and doing a demo. Let's cover like what is step functions basically. So step functions is a serverless orchestration service that integrates with couple of AWS services in AWS system. So one beautiful thing is it just connects with AWS Lambda as the most important service, and based on the AWS Lambda triggering events, you can call couple of AWSs. Say like there are like 200 plus AWS services are there. In this step function you can just make the process automated. Okay, so basically in step function it just creates couple of workflows, so that workflow can be defined based on your use case or requirement or whatever. So let's cover like what is the frequent applications or use cases which is used here. So if you want to make an automate an ETL process, okay, like being it an extract, transformate or load, you can still make use of it. If you want to make automate the security and IT functions, you can still do. Or even if you do a daily work order monitoring workflows in couple of purchaser vendor organizations, they use mostly these step functions on a day-to-day basis. And if you want to do a parallel workflow, just want to orchestrate, you can simply use this step function actually. So these are some of the couple of use cases I have defined it. I'm not going to cover now. Let me take you through a simple demo of how to create a bucket using step function. And after that, there are like a couple of complex events that I'm going to explain you. And then I'm going to jump into these use cases exclusively. So let me go to our AWS management console. And I'm again assuming that you have a valid account, IAM user with a valid account ID. So now let me move on to the step functions page. So you will be redirected to have this step machines with a page of having two combinations step functions that will be redirecting to create a state machine. So now if you see at the left side, you have the state machine and activities, and you just want to simply create a state machine using this option. So here you will be given a predefined inbuilt template which is already given by AWS. This is for our free to work use. Okay, so let's say if you want to make an IT automation, simply click on this. You will be having a couple of combinations. Let's say if you want to have a data processing, you will have a couple of customized packages like this. If you want to still, let's say, keep data up to date, you can just simply click next, build on it, and then you can just click on it. You will be having all these entries populated over here. That's so simple as this. Okay, so you don't want to anything, you can just simply drag and drop. So two options: one, you can write your code in ASL language, that is a JSON formatted structured language, or even you can just simply drag and drop like this options actually. Okay, so now before going into that, let me just do a undo operation, and then I'm going to edit my state machine here. Let me have this AWS demo function. Okay, so there are two types of workflows, guys. One is standard and express. So standard workflows are more importantly, they can be used for running workflow till 1 year. So this will be like used for more and more batch wise process. So this is used exclusively in all the organization if you have a workflow to run more time. So if you don't want to run more time, if you simply want to cut down your workflows in batch by batch, or if you want to make it streaming, you can still use this option express. So I'm going to use standard, and I'm going to create a new role here. So I'm not going to, there is an existing role, I'm not going to select this one. So I'm going to use a create new role option, and then I'm not going to enable my logging. So I'm just going to off, and then I'm going to design. So what I'm going to do, I'm just simply going to center. I'm just going to, if you type it, you will be having couple of options with the option of create bucket. So if you see here Amazon S3 with create bucket option, just simply drag and drop and make it as center. Simple. If you go down, there is a configuration page here, and I want to give a valid name here. So let me give you the AWS bucket demo. Okay, So I'm giving a valid bucket name here, and I'm not going to select anything, and I'm going to make it like, there is a flow. So I'm just going to make it as a success once the bucket has been created. Okay, so let the name be success. These are some of the flows that will give you like either it is a success state or failure state. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just simply going to create it. So it tells you like, you want to have a valid policy. So what you should do, go here and check like if there are anything that needs to be added. So what you need to do, simply go into the console and see like if you do have a valid roles are available. So I'm just going into the page. So you still have this role available, so you don't want to worry about that. So let's say I'm just making use of this. So I'm just going to create it. So this has been created, and I'm going to execute my step function. I don't want to do or give any payload variables here. I'm just simply going to start the execution. So if you go here, simply it just completes the workflow. So if you see here, there is a create bucket, and you have created the bucket automatically. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to confirm whether the bucket has been created. So what is the name of the bucket? You see like AWS bucket demo test. Go here, you have already created the bucket here with the option of step function. So likewise, in industry wise, you can still automate all your workflows using this step function facility. This is one easy step function demo I have given just to create a bucket using step function or state machines. In my next video, you will be seeing all the basic to complex information about step function, like what is the workflow and how you can define it, like with the help of AWS Lambda as well. Okay, so with this we have come to end of the session. We are going to cover all the remaining topics in part 2 of my video. So if you really like this video, please do like this in my channel and do subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching this video. Bye.